Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Norristown High School. It's January the 3rd, 2003. Tonight's game between the Norristown Eagles and the Upper Dublin Cardinals. First of all, on behalf of my friend and colleague Bob Koch, I'd like to wish everyone a Happy New Year, and I trust that all of our viewers had a happy and healthy and enjoyable holiday season. With regard to tonight's game, the Eagles come into tonight's game on a 4-game losing streak. Their record is a very disappointing 4 wins and 7 losses. I think tonight will be another chapter in the ongoing saga of can the Eagles find and develop a backcourt. We all know that the Eagles have a very strong front court in Tamisha Johnson and Ashley O'Donnell. I think the key to tonight's game, and I think the key to the rest of the Eagles season, is whether or not they can find and develop a backcourt which will complement Johnson and O'Donnell down low and underneath the basket. I have to believe that, considering the talent on the Eagles bench, the raw physical talent, that out of Lauren Hughes, Lamara Hinton, and Dara Webb, Coach Jackson should be able to find and develop a backcourt, because as we have spoken in prior broadcasts, having that good, clever, ball distributing backcourt is absolutely crucial if the Eagles hope to advance into the postseason. So it should be an interesting game. I look for the Eagles to be stronger, faster, taller than the Cardinals, and that physical advantage may help them in the game. But again, as the season winds down and as the Eagles will be playing better and better teams, it's very important that they have a 5-cylinder offense. And right now, the backcourt cylinder is not hitting the way it should. And it'll be interesting to see, as the season winds down, if the Eagles can develop that backcourt. Now to bring you up to date with regard to the Upper Dublin Cardinals, my friend and colleague Bob Koch.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Joe. I hope that we still can be heard over all the noise in the background, but we'll make it as short and sweet as possible. Norristown will be back in the win column tonight. We'll probably be back in the win column very big. Upper Dublin is a team that is young. It has a second-year coach, a team that is 7-5 overall and 3-1 in league. Their only really good team that they played was Upper Merion, and they got trounced 60-25. So this is a team that is young, that is not real talented, and quite frankly, in the conversation with the coach prior to the game, he said his point of emphasis is they're not winning, but developing a talent to win the next couple years. His concern primarily is developing the ability to handle the basketball, to understand the game of basketball, and to play it the way it is supposed to be played. The talent is not there to match up with Norristown athletically in terms of its quickness or its height. His team, that is the Cardinal team, is very small. This will be a tremendous mismatch, I think, with the Eagles and the Cardinals. I think in terms of the long-term goals, his perspective is the next couple years he's got some players that are coming in that are outstanding, that are being recruited by a lot of the high schools to go and play. And quite frankly, that seems to be his goal, to build for the future, find out which players are going to survive, and then work from there. This will be a game that I think, Joe, will be over probably early in the first half, maybe as early as the first quarter, if Norristown can do the things you talked about. We still are looking for that point guard. I think they're trying to work Dara Webb more at that position because he's been playing JV as well as varsity now, and he is really looking to find someone that can handle the position. So without further, I'll pass it on to Joe, and we'll see what this game has for us.
Thank you very much, Bob. As Coach Koch indicated, speaking to you over this noise is like speaking in the middle of an artillery barrage. So we're going to shut it down right now, and we'll be coming back in a moment for the opening tip-off and the introduction of the starting lineups. For Bob Koch, this is Joe Hyland. So long for now. All right, welcome back everybody to Norristown High School and tonight's game between the Norristown Eagles and the Upper Dublin Cardinals. My name is Joe Hyland, and along with Bob Koch, we'll be bringing you tonight's action. We'll turn it over to the scoring table and the introduction of tonight's starting lineups for the Cardinals and the Eagles, respectively.
For Upper Dublin, number 15, Caitlin Conklin. Number 32, Steph Borkowski. Number 3, Sabrina Pickle. Or 25, excuse me. Number 25. Number 43, Vicky Franks. And number 5, Angelina Siliberto, 22, excuse me. Cardinals are coached by Vince Catazzaro, assistant coach Steve Flynn, and Steph Polka. And now for the Eagles. Number 44, Yarvel Randolph. Number 4, India Floyd. Number 5, Ashley O'Donnell. Number 13, Letitia Carroll. And number 20, Lauren Hughes. The Eagles are coached by Mr. Darrell Brown, Mr. Brian Garwood, Mr. Ed Knight, and head coach, Mr. Roger Jackson. If you will, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
I didn't get some of those names. I think they're JV players.
TJ isn't playing.
Get that hot dog yet?
What's that?
Did you get that hot dog yet?
Oh, give me another 5 minutes, all right? All right, welcome back. Number 44 jumping for the Eagles is Chandrea Rouse. Red ball. It'll be Upper Dublin's ball out of bounds. Angelina Siliberto, the Cardinals' leading player, will inbound to number 15, Caitlin Comfort, the point guard. Norristown in a zone, a 1-2-2 zone. Pass inside, threw it away. It'll be Norristown's ball. Ashley O'Donnell. Number 4.
I would say there's some curveballs here too.
Yeah, there's a we have some problem with the information we've been provided. There's the number 4 on the floor. We don't know the young lady's name, unfortunately. Here's Ashley O'Donnell inside. Lauren Hughes into O'Donnell. She travels. It'll be Upper Dublin's ball. The game has already started out on a raggedy note. All right, here's number 15, Caitlin Comfort. Norristown in a 1-2-2 zone. Nice steal by Lauren Hughes. Anticipated the pass, jumped in the passing lane. Here's number 13, Letitia Carroll. There's a foul on the floor. Eagles will inbound under their own basket. Hughes to inbound. Inside to number 44. That's Chandria Rouse.
No.
44.
Number 44 is Yarnell Randall.
Well, we're getting some bad information. We're getting some bad information.
Yeah, I think we'll have to check the book on the timeout. Because
yeah, we will. We apologize for any confusion. It's not our fault. Angelina Siliberto travels.
Very different philosophy for Norristown tonight. There's 3 different players out on the court.
Yes.
In the normal 5.
Tamisha Johnson is not going to be playing tonight. We haven't been told why. Insert pass. Ashley O'Donnell misses a short layup. Rebound Siliberto. Here come the Cardinals. Siliberto drives inside. There's a follow-up by number 43, Vicky France. It'll be a possible 3-point play. The Cardinals are on the board, 2-0.
At the line shooting 1.
Seems Norristown's game plan tonight is going to work everything to Ashley, because the only scorer out there that we're familiar with is Lauren Hughes.
Right.
So I'm guessing at this point that's the game plan. Dara Webb is not on the court. TJ's not on the court. Lamar Hinton's not on the court. My understanding, Joe, is that TJ is being disciplined for this game. I believe because of a practice or missed game or both.
Okay.
And I'm fairly certain that's the story. That's from the athletic director.
Okay.
Well,
that's. I mean, if there are rules that have to be obeyed, and a failure to obey the rules should result in some sort of sanction, regardless of how talented the player is. And my compliments to Coach Jackson for taking that stand.
Foul 44, team 7.
All right, Norristown has yet to get a reasonable shot at the basket. There's a push. Ashley pushed off on number 25, Sabrina Piquel.
That's 3 quick fouls for Norristown, too, at the 5:42 mark, Joe. Well, I think I'm going to be way off from what I stated to you prior to that this will be a quick game. We're 3 minutes into the game and there's only 1 field goal.
And that by Upper Dublin, right. Here's a steal by Siliberto. Misses the layup. Follow up. Another miss. There's Siliberto. It'll count. And she's fouled. It's clear that Siliberto's the go-to person.
In the interview, that's what he stated, that they're going to count on Siliberto. She's the veteran player, and she's averaging 12 a game, and she's the leading scorer on the team at 12 a game. Sabrina Piquel, number 25, is the second leading scorer with 9 points a game. They're only averaging 40 points a game offensively, Joe. So they don't put a lot of points on the board.
All right, she bangs it in. 5-0, Upper Dublin. Norristown has yet to score. There's an errant pass, goes out of bounds. It'll be the Cardinals' ball.
Still plaguing him at the guard spot, Joe.
We noticed, Bob, or you noticed that in the JV contest, Dara Webb played the first half. Do you think that's to develop her or give her some time in the backcourt?
I think that's what he's trying to do, but I'm a little puzzled now as to why she's not starting on the varsity. She clearly was a mismatch in the JV game with the talent that was on the court for Upper Dublin. So I'm a little surprised that she's not here because she is an offensive threat. She does go to the basket, and it would give them someone who's had this kind of experience at this level.
All right, here's
telling us something. We've done several games, and we don't know who number 4 is.
No. Caitlin Comfort dropped in a 12-foot jump shot to make the lead 7-0. Here's Lauren Hughes, misses a layup. It'll be red ball. The Norristown offense is
really out of sync. I mean, major league out of sync. I don't know if I've ever seen it this disconnected.
All right, here's Caitlin Comfort. 24 is Katie Hiff. There's Hiff from the corner. Long with the shot. Stepped on the line, Ashley O'Donnell.
Oh, brother, on the rebound, swinging to step on the line.
All right, here's Caitlin Comfort to inbound for the Cardinals. Piquel, back to Comfort in the deep left corner. Siliberto, pass blocked and stolen. All right, it'll be Norristown's ball out of bounds. 4 minutes and change, and Norristown has yet to score. It is 7-0 the Cardinals. There's Ashley O'Donnell, powers inside, draws a foul. Ashley O'Donnell, as usual, a force on the offensive glass. Wasn't able to finish that shot.
Foul 15, team second, Donald Line shooting 2.
Yes.
Norristown is still scoreless. Bingo. Norristown's on the board 7-1. Right now, Bob, I think that the teams are physically well matched. Right now.
The athleticism is still, I think, in Norristown's favor. The Upper Dublin team is, we haven't seen anybody that looks really offensive. It's just that Norristown isn't putting points on the board, and no one's looking to shoot except Ashley.
Right. There's Powered inside, draws another foul. They're exploiting the middle of the Cardinals' defense. Foul is on number 25, Sabrina Piquel.
Now, Upper Dublin certainly has to pick up that that's the game plan. What surprises me, we're going to beat this to death probably in the next couple months, but Upper Dublin has not seen Norristown play and did not know that Norristown had lost 4 in a row. And I will not comprehend how you don't see your opposition prior to.
And that also tells us that Upper Dublin is unaware of Norristown's backcourt problem.
Exactly, they had no idea.
All right. All right, Ashley misses both of them.
Lauren did a good job on the board, Joe, but she didn't jump. She didn't leave her feet.
Here's Lauren to inbound. Lauren Hughes to inbound. In for the Eagles is number 15, Courtney Blake. Into Ashley again. Misses another layup. Number 44 is Chandrea Rouse, according to our information. And who do you think? Who do you
Darnell Randolph.
Darnell Randall.
Darnell, Y-A-R-N-E-L-L. She's a recent transfer. She's a recent transfer from the city. I have her in class.
Oh, okay. Left-handed shot, dropped it in. Nice shot, nice stroke. Nice arc on the ball. 7-2 Upper Dublin. 7-3 Upper Dublin. Three minutes, 14 seconds left to play. Norristown in a 1-2-2 zone.
And have not scored a field goal.
Here's a steal by Yarnell Randall. Here's Lauren Hughes again into Ashley. They keep pumping it inside. That's the game plan. In for Upper Dublin is number 30, Monica Newman.
Newman for the Cardinals.
There's an official's timeout. An official's timeout. Officials tonight are Lou Horvitz and Larry Shylock. We've had the pleasure of seeing Larry referee a game approximately 2 weeks ago. Does an excellent job. There's good officiating genes insofar as his uncle is former American League umpire Nestor Shylock. All right, here's Upper Dublin's ball. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Monica Newman, the Cardinals' new point guard. Bothered by Hughes.
It's going to get her time. Just got rid of it, Joe.
There's a pass inside to number 32. Is Stephanie Burkowski. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Eagles.
If I'm not mistaken, Joe, the only player that has shot for Norristown other than Ashley is Lauren Hughes from the perimeter.
Yes.
Darnell took a shot inside.
Here's a steal. Ashley O'Donnell to Hughes. Here's Lauren Hughes, drives, overshoots the basket. No shot, foul on the floor. Coach Jackson questions the call.
It was well before the shot, Joe. Well before the shot. She didn't even jump.
No.
You examine the tape on that. When you see it, she didn't jump. Whistle blew, she's fouled, but she didn't leave her feet.
Number 10 in for the Cardinals is Stephanie Reedy. Pass inside, nice pass. Lauren Hughes to Ashley O'Donnell. It's 7-5 Cardinals.
Does Upper Dublin look young?
They do. They really do.
This looks like the JV team for some of the players out there. They look so young.
Here's a
and they're
steal
playing
inside.
that way. They're
Yes,
throwing
they
the
are.
ball all over the place. Last 3 possessions were to Norristown players as passes.
Minute 40 left to play in the first period. Courtney Blake inside to Randall, draws a foul. Bob, do you know what school she transferred in from?
I can't say with certainty. I don't know whether it was University City, but as I said, I have her in class. She's a great kid in class. Very personable, very responsible.
Good for her. Good for her. It's nice to hear.
She's one of the most vocal students that I have in class. In terms of participation and confidence, she displays a lot of it. She's a pleasure to have in class.
Good for her. And she's what year, Baba?
See, and I can't tell you honestly on that because it's a class composed of kids from 10th, 11th, 9th grade.
Okay. Here's Ashley O'Donnell again. Nice play. Nice pass from Courtney Blake. Courtney Blake with the assist, O'Donnell with the basket. 8-7, Norristown has taken the lead. Here's Beverly Gaines. Partially blocked. Stolen by the ubiquitous number 4, whose name we will get to you in the second period. Number 25 to inbound is Sabrina Piquel. Siliberto gets a rest. Into the game is Katie Hiff. Number 10 launches a bomb, well short. Rebound, Randall. All right, Norristown is setting inside screens. Blake runs down the ball in the corner. Drives to the basket, does number 4, misses a layup. Norristown's ball out of bounds.
I would think that Upper Dublin has to think they can win this game because for whatever reason, 2 or 3 of Norristown's players that have started are not playing, have not played in the first quarter.
Maybe Coach Jackson feels if he's going to experiment, he's going to experiment against the Cardinals. There's a steal. They tried to force, Courtney Blake tried to force the pass inside. Stolen by the Cardinals. 21 seconds left to play. Dangerous cross-court pass. 10 has no conscience. He fires away. There's not a shot she doesn't like.
That's a real distance shot for a player that's only been in the game a couple minutes and not going to the basket. It's
10 seconds left to play in the first period. Inside to Ashley O'Donnell, she's fouled. Nice insert pass, Bob. What did you say?
She went to the basket very strong, and they're obviously keying on Ashley. They're looking to get the ball to Ashley, and that's what the game plan is. After being down 7-0, they're up 8-7.
Yep.
O'Donnell at the line, shooting 2.
All right, here's Ashley with 5 seconds left to play in the first period. Misses the second. 2 seconds. Stephanie Reedy never had a chance to get that shot off. That ends the first period with Norristown having clawed their way back to an 8-7 lead. They got off to a 7-0 deficit. Upper Dublin hasn't scored in at least 3.5 minutes.
What do you think so far, Joe?
I'm very unimpressed by the quality of the play. It is very, very sloppy, very raggedy. The offense, both offenses are stuttering, to say the least. If you'll excuse me, Bob, I'm going to go across to the scores table and find out who number 4 is.
Number 4, we have to confirm, I'm sure, with number 44. Is it Melissa Morgan?
No.
No.
It's in. Number 4 we've identified as India Floyd. She's up from the JV squad. spills out, number 24, Katie Hiff. It'll be Norristown's ball.
India Floyd?
India Floyd.
Okay.
Right, drives again, does India Floyd. Rebound to number 25, Sabrina Piquel. Steph Reedy over the timeline. Beverly Gaines, back to Reedy. Deep left corner. Gaines launches, bangs home a three.
Partially blocked, I think, Joe.
I think you're right.
See the rotation change on the shot?
Beverly Gaines drains a three. Upper Dublin takes a 2-point lead, 10-8. India Floyd, they look inside to Ashley. Drops in a short layup. Nice play, Ashley O'Donnell. Nice pass by number 4, India Floyd. Norristown rebound, Courtney Blake. Back to Floyd. Floyd looks inside. So does Blake. They're hammering Ashley underneath.
That's what he addressed at the timeout, to have backside, frontside help to shrink the passing lane. The downside to that is, if he had the ability, that one of the Norristown players would take the perimeter shot and take the heat off Ashley. The way it is now, Ashley's getting banged around front and backside. That means Hinton's now in the game and Dandria's in the game. Those two are going to have to pick up the shooting from the perimeter, take the heat off Ashley.
Yeah. Nice shot. Norristown 11, Upper Dublin 10. Number 25 rebound is Piquel. Number 11 has launched 3 jump shots, all good shots. Here's Hinton, looks to drive, does drive. Offensive foul, Lamara Hinton. Number 11, Beverly Gaines, secured defensive position and she was run into. Nice call by referee Shylock.
Filiberto re-entering the game for Upper Dublin.
All right, here's Filiberto back into the game, the Cardinals' go-to person.
I'm just going to say, Joe, it's good to see her in the game because she brings aggressiveness to the basket, but it has to be channeled aggressiveness. I mean, she really clocked the Upper Dublin player.
All right, here's India Floyd in traffic. Hitting.
Ooh.
Blocking foul.
If there had been a wall there, she was going through it. She had made up her mind to go to the basket.
Foul from 32. Hitting at the line, shooting 1-1.
The game has passed us by so quickly. Upper Dublin's now in a 9-shot situation, right? 9 foul. 2 shots for the next 5 minutes and 36 seconds.
Yep.
I would think we're going to see a long first half because they'll keep dumping it to Ashley and everything will be 2-shot minimum.
All right, here's Lamara, drops in the first. Drops in the second. Lamara Hinton, 13-10, Eagles lead. Norristown in a spread out 1-2-2 zone. Long shot by number 24, that's Katie Hiff. Scramble underneath.
Would not expect Upper Dublin to rebound successfully. They just had 3 shots at the glass and 2 offensive rebounds. I wouldn't expect them to have anything more than 1 and done on this. With Lamar and Ashley and Yarnell in there.
Right. Nice play by India Floyd.
2 shots.
India will shoot 2. First time I've seen the young lady play for any length of time, and I'm sort of impressed.
Number 30, Upper Dublin. Floyd at the line shooting 2.
Drops in a foul shot. Shooter's roll. All right, here's number 22, Angelina Chiliberto, with the rebound and the drive to the basket. A violent collision underneath.
Oh boy, they're into it. The coaches are into it. Woo! Whoa!
The Upper Dublin
Intense,
coach went into
intense.
a bench tirade over there.
Yes, he's a little fired up. He's trying to pump his players up back going to the basket. He really likes what Angelina did going to the basket.
Gung ho. Oh my.
Missing too many shots, too many missed foul shots. Nope.
In for the Eagles will be Dara Webb, number 11. Out is Yarnell Randall. Angelina misses the second shot. All right, here's Hinton. India Floyd, Dara Webb. Left wing, they swing the ball. Look for Ashley inside. Here's Webb, takes that first step without dribbling. Ball tipped by India Floyd. Upper Dublin's ball out of bounds. 24 to inbound is Katie Hiff. Number 30 is Monica Newman. Back to Hiff. Back to Newman. Top of the key. Pass inside, stolen. Here comes Dara Webb. They kick the ball. White ball. All right, the officials conferred. Presumably they got the call right. It'll be Upper Dublin's ball out of bounds. Evidently one of the Eagles kicked it. Number 25, Sabrina Pickle misses a shot. Tough rebound, Ashley O'Donnell. She's grabbed by Pickle, or Pickell.
I think the only way that Upper Dublin can stay close in this game is to make their outside shots. They do not have an inside game. It's not going to happen.
I don't see any of the Cardinals being a consistent outside shooter. Just not there.
They're going to look to take three-point shots. It's going to be a perimeter game. And maybe they're going to get lucky on some of the offensive rebounds and put them back. But otherwise, they don't have the scores to do it. And now that Dandria's been in and Lamar Hinton's in and Dara Webb, there's a lot more firepower out there for Norristown.
That's Ashley's sixth miss from the foul line this evening. Makes the second. 15-10 Eagles. Here's little Monica Newman. Looks to drive. Siliberto along with the jump shot. It'll be Norristown's ball.
It's a good shot area, Joe, but you missed everything.
Yep.
Good shot area. You're still a couple feet over the basket.
Here's Hinton from the left wing. Rebound the Cardinals. Here comes Monica Newman. Looks inside. Long pass to Tiff. Lost to the Eagles. Here comes India Floyd. Slows it down wisely over the timeline. Siliberto all over the court. She works hard. She works hard, yeah.
That's their best athlete.
Number 15, Comfort, entering the game for Upper Dublin.
All right, number 15, their point guard back into the game is Caitlin Comfort. 3:28 left to play in the first half. Norristown up by 5. Dara Webb looks to drive, does drive, and draws a foul. Bob, question. You've coached a lot of high school basketball. You've won numerous playoff games. Your experience speaks for itself. Let's say a 7th or an 8th grader comes to you and says, Coach, I want to play varsity basketball in 3 or 4 years. What would you suggest that he or she do in the way of preparation?
Watch a lot of games, positive games, talented players who play the game correctly. Summer league games, focus on the fundamentals. Do everything as close to perfect as you can do it. The shooting, the ball handling, the layup skills. Find someone who's going to teach you properly and reinforce it and reinforce it. A problem that I see working with players privately is that players haven't been taught the skills, they're not reinforced, and you have to break them down and teach them, and it's a question of reinforcement. And we're not seeing much of that today. That's a problem with kids, and that's why so many of these kids can't make jump shots.
In other words, there's a right way to do something and a wrong way to do something.
Correct. And you have to learn from the people that know the game and that are going to teach it properly.
Oh, there's a questionable call on Angelina Siliberto.
Yeah, loose ball. I mean, that could have gone either way, but that definitely helps Norristown.
All right, that'll put little India Floyd on the line to shoot a pair.
Foul for number 15 for Upper Dublin.
Yeah. Rattles out for India, 16-12. Misses 2. Here's Siliberto, almost loses her balance.
She did a good job with that, Joe. You thought she was going to fall down.
Yeah.
She sustained a dribble.
Yes. Oh, tough drive. Nice tough drive. No fear.
Help side. No help side on the Norristown defense, though, to stop that.
Right. No fear on the part of Angelina Siliberto. 16-14. All right, into the game is number 24. That's Katie Hiff. She'll be playing the wing position, the right wing. Here's little Monica Newman. Reach-in foul, number 24.
And you just don't want to do that, Joe. It's 2 minutes left in the half. That gives you your 8th foul. You're putting them close to the bonus situation beyond the one-on-one. Non-shooter in Upper Dublin has not demonstrated they can shoot the ball. You don't reach.
That's Dandria Ball-Myers with the foul. Monica Newman on the line. There's a travel, Lamara Hinton. Hiff to inbound. They call a play from the bench. There's Hiff. Bingo! 3-point shot. Katie Hiff from the deep left corner.
That was a design play to go back to her in the corner, and she took the shot and made it. But I said the only way they're going to stay in this game is outside shooting.
Yep. Now here's a pass inside. All right, no basket. Lamara Hinton walked. Traveling call on Lamara Hinton. Upper Dublin with a surprising 17-16 lead.
Still too much talent out on Norristown side to have that continue.
I agree, Bob.
They don't match up. There's no comparison. Going to get a call.
There's a 5-second call.
Time. Too much time.
All right, here's Hinton. Looks to drive, does drive, drops in a short jump shot.
I think for her to sit and watch the game has really helped her because she's coming out fired up. Every time she touches the ball, she's going to the basket. A little bit of pine time does a great job motivating.
Mm-hmm. All right. Katie Hiff loses the ball out of bounds. A minute 2 left to play. Norristown, they play for the last shot, Bob?
No, they won't. They'll dump it into Ashley, or Dara will take the perimeter shot, or Mara Hinton will go to the basket. I will be very surprised if they play for the last shot.
Less than a minute to play in the first half. Here's Hughes. Nice inside pass.
It took exactly 2 seconds, so they're not playing for the last shot.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
And I don't think, with the score as it is, Joe, I don't think I would. With Ashley on the court, you know, one thing we're surprised, we haven't mentioned it either, Norristown hasn't pressed.
That's correct. That's
Norristown
right.
has not pressed, and here's an opportunity, if Ashley can dump this in, for Norristown to press and see if they can get it up to 5 or 6 before halftime.
Norristown has been in that 1-2-2 zone all evening. That's the 7th miss for Ashley O'Donnell. (18-17). Norristown with a 1-point lead. Drops in the second. 19-17. A bad year and an ugly score.
I don't think Upper Dublin can hold for the last shot either. They don't have the handlers to do it.
Here's Piquel, long with a jump shot. Scramble underneath.
Norristown will score here.
Dara Webb looks to drive, pulls it out. Andrea Ball-Myers shuffled her feet. 23 seconds left to play. Upper Dublin could tie the game.
Once again, the importance of that point guard. Someone to take the ball and say, look, what do you want me to do, coach? Nobody knew what to do with the ball. Dara turned it. Dandria passed it. They didn't know what to do with the ball. Where's the guard to say, I want the ball?
20 seconds left to play in the first half. Nice shot, number 24, Katie Hiff.
She has kept them in the game. She's turned it over. She can't catch the ball unless it's right to her, but she's around the basket on the shots.
Yes. Here's Hinton. Nice pass. O'Donnell drops it in. Hinton went to the basket, drew the defense, dished off to Ashley. Ashley not only dropped in the shot, but drew a foul.
But see, the ability to do that should be denied by the point guard in the backcourt, putting the pressure on the ball. There was enough time to stop them from getting that opportunity if they forced the ball lateral. Ball just came down court and it's an easy shot.
All right, a long desperation shot by Angela Siliberto falls well short. That's the end of the first half with Norristown with a precarious 21-20 lead, and this has not been a very pretty game to watch. It is close, it is competitive, it's exciting, but as for watching fine-tuned offenses, you're not going to see it this evening.
No, and I'm I'm in shock to see the score 21-20. I would not have thought that this would be anyone's game at halftime, and Upper Dublin can win it, Upper Dublin won't win it. There's just too much offensive athleticism and talent out on the Norristown court. And they're going to continue to work it to Ashley inside.
Yes.
I don't, unless they can continue Upper Dublin to make threes, this game is going to be Norristown's game, but it's been ugly.
It has been very ugly. That'll wrap up the first half from Norristown High School. Again, the Eagles 21, the Cardinals 20. Bob and I will be back in just a moment. We got some statistics. The leading scorer for the Cardinals is Kaylee Tiff with 6 points on 2 3-point shots. Leading the Eagles is, of course, number 5, Ashley O'Donnell with 12. Looking at a 5-second violation, and there it is. Nice defensive play by Lauren Hughes to harass and hound Caitlin Comfort. Caitlin Comfort, she gave up the ball.
These players need to be aware, Joe, of that 5-second call.
Yep.
The officials are moving the hand, and you know 5 seconds.
All right, here's a steal by Siliberto. Out to Siliberto, deep right corner, looks to drive. Well, she slashes to the basket with reckless abandon. She has no fear, that young lady, number 22.
Foul for number 5, team's first.
I'm over here wincing, but she... Here's Piquel. Bingo. Number 25, Sabrina Piquel. India Floyd played a nice floor game in the first half. Hinton, Hughes, bingo.
That's what we're missing the first half from Lauren. She had one shot. It was an air ball. She's a player that can keep them in the game.
Yep. She had a good look and she stuck it. Here's Kaylee Comfort again. Drives inside, throws up a prayer.
15 for basket.
That'll be a highlight film shot, Joe, if we duplicate that on the TV.
That's right.
Always on the floor, off the backboard.
24-24. Here's Ashley underneath.
Underneath the basket. You had it right, Joe. She was underneath, but underneath the basket.
All right, there's a foul on the floor. Lauren Hughes to inbound. I'm sorry, Lamara Hinton takes her place. (24-24).
It's going to be a time. It's going to be time. Woo! Close.
Here's Ashley. Here's India Floyd. They're giving her that shot from the top of the key.
Yes, they are, Joe. They're looking to double up on Ashley. That's why they're going to give it to her.
Yep. They're actually daring her to shoot.
Well, she had the sense to move in and take a better shot area.
Yes, she did. I noticed that.
She moved in, but the shot mechanics were not there. That's being Christian about it, Joe.
You coaches, you're never satisfied. All right, here's a tough rebound by Ashley O'Donnell. India Floyd does see the floor, Bob. She's running the offense. She traveled. The shot's there.
you're going to give something to get something.
Absolutely.
I think, Joe.
Yep.
She's doing a better job getting the ball up court and seeing Ashley than perhaps what we've seen in recent weeks. And she's going to make those kind of mistakes, but they're correctable mistakes. Being able to see players is something that's instinctive, or repetition teaches you. She's seeing the players.
All right, here's a reach-in foul underneath in the act of shooting, so Angelina Siliberto will be shooting 2. 24-24.
Foul number 5. Gilbert at the line shooting 2.
If Upper Dublin can go home with a win, be a big boost to their program. Big boost to their program, because Norristown, even despite its 4-7 record, Norristown is always considered to be a power in the conference, if you know what I mean.
Not in the cards, Joe. No pun intended, but it's not in the cards. This isn't going to happen tonight. You're kidding yourself. Delusional. It is not going to happen. This is Norristown's game.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, Bob. Long shot, jump ball underneath. It'll be Upper Dublin's ball on the possession arrow. I'm sorry, Norristown's ball on the possession arrow. All right, here's a steal by Kaylee Comfort. Long pass to Siliberto. Slap foul. India Floyd. Prevented a basket. Good foul to take.
I was happy to see Arnell really sprint, really hustle down the court. She was late reacting, but she really hustled down the court to get to that.
All right, here's Angela Siliberto looking to extend the Cardinals' lead, and does not.
See, for the Cardinals to be successful tonight, they have to make layups, they have to make foul shots and minimize the turnovers, and they have a chance to do that. You can't miss foul shots here. You're not going to have that many of them. You need to make them.
Especially if it's your ace player on the line. The ace is expected to make shots like that. Misses 2. Lamara Hinton with the rebound. Here come the Eagles.
That's one of the concerns he addressed prior to the game. That is the Upper Dublin coach. They shot 18 for 45 in a game recently. 18 for 45 from the foul line.
Here's Lauren. Eagles working the ball well. Short with this jump shot. There's a push by number 43. That's Vicky France. Non-shooting foul. It'll be Norristown's ball underneath. Hinton to inbound. Present in the crowd tonight, however sparse, is one of the greatest Norristown women's athletes in its storied history. And I'm speaking about Netta Hughes, who, as Antoinette Young, was a terrific sprinter for the Eagles back in the mid-1970s. Number 33, Lamara Hinton from the paint, 26-25 Eagles. Comfort goes up for with the follow-up rebound and is hammered. She'll shoot 2. I mentioned the sparse crowd. If we get a chance, Bob, I'd like to make some observations about that.
There's more Upper Dublin fans here than there are Norristown fans.
That's one of the points I was going to make.
It seems there's about 35, 40 people for Upper Dublin, and it looks like there's about 12.
Right.
15 for Norristown.
Yeah. And it's really not fair to these student athletes. they deserve more support, not only from the Norristown community, but from the student body. I mean, these youngsters, as you know, Bob, they go to class from 7 to 3. They practice for 2 hours. They have to go home and do their homework to maintain their scholastic eligibility, and they deserve more, I think, from the community than what they're getting. They're fine youngsters, and they deserve more than they're getting.
I think it's a sign of the times, Joe.
Unfortunately, I think you're right, Bob. I think you're right. All right, Norristown with a 2-point lead. Possession arrow to the Cardinals. Upper Dublin coaches want this game very badly. Bellowing orders over there. Short on a jump shot. Here's Siliberto. Gets a good look, misses a shot. 12-foot shot, makeable shot. She doesn't do it.
I'm a little surprised she's not shooting more. She's been passing, but she is their best athlete. You'd like to see her drive to the basket and get better looks. Now the foul situation favors the Cardinals. Norristown has 5 fouls. There's a role reversal from the first half. If you're Upper Dublin, you're going to look to go to the basket.
All right, here's Randall out, Dara Webb in.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Who's out? Nope.
No, yeah, Randall. She's going into the training area. All right, here's Comfort, Caitlin Comfort. There's Tiff. Pass inside. Oh, missed the layup. Ashley O'Donnell, tough rebound to Hinton. Hinton leads the break. 2-on-3. Stops the break. Annie Golphin in for the first time this evening for the Eagles. Misses on a long jump shot. Here comes Siliberto down the right side. Bothered by Hughes. 32 top of the key, misses the shot. Siliberto up with the rebound, draws a foul.
See, they're taking advantage of on that side because of Annie.
Yes.
Siliberto's twice gone to the basket on that side. There's a mismatch. Annie has to do a better job boxing out.
Yeah.
She's got to put butt to thigh on her.
Nice play. Stephanie Burkowski took the shot. Siliberto, as always, around the ball, got the ball, went up for the shot, was fouled.
But she
misses that shot. Missing her last 3 shots.
And they would hold a 1-point edge at this point,
Yep.
but you have to make these.
Misses both of them. Another foul underneath. Stephanie Burkowski with a tough offensive rebound, draws another foul. And right now the Eagles are in the penalty situation with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to play in the 3rd period. In the 3rd period.
What an advantage that is if you can do the right things and make your foul shots.
Yes. Stephanie Burkowski drops in the first, 28-27 Norristown. Misses the second.
This ends up a close game and Upper Dublin loses. They're going to look back on the foul line again, as Coach said, and this is one of those that could have, should have. Well, I would have lost my house if I'd bet on this game at this point.
There you go. Yep.
Because it's.
And I agreed with you, Bob. I thought Norristown was going to run away with this game. The Cardinals have hung in. Now, conceitedly, the Norristown is not playing with its best player, Tamisha Johnson, but still, as you pointed out, Norristown has much more athleticism. They're taller, they're faster, they're stronger. But to their credit, the Cardinals are hanging in there. hanging in there. Bob, you mentioned beginning of the broadcast that the Upper Dublin coach has some youngsters coming up that are being, quote, recruited, unquote, by presumably so-called elite prep schools.
Yes, that's true.
What is, as a coach in a public high school, what do you think about that?
I'm ambivalent about it. As a coach, obviously you want your players to come and play for you, and if you have the best program around and the academics are as strong as they should be in that school, you're going to get those players. But as a parent, I would want my son or daughter to go to the best possible opportunity, knowing what college tuition is today. I would, as a parent, I'd be very selfish. I would want the best opportunity for my son or daughter that's going to maximize the bang for the dollar. As a coach, I firmly believe this: if you have the best program and you have a great academic setting, they're not going to go anywhere else. If you don't have a great program and you don't have the facilities and you don't set the table for your players to nurture that development and get them scholarships, then they have to go where's best for the player.
Something seems skewed in that, you know, you have 7th and 8th grade boys and girls being recruited. I mean, when you think of recruitment, you think of colleges recruiting high school players. Here you have high schools recruiting little boys and little girls.
Private schools and Catholic schools have been doing that for years to get the best players, and that's going to continue. I think you're going to see it more magnified because there's so much at stake.
I know for one thing that the so-called prep schools are swamped with applications, not only from athletes, student athletes, but just from students in general. All the schools: Germantown Academy, Penn Charter, Episcopal, St. Joseph's Prep, Malvern. Their admissions office is being swamped with applications.
I think you're going to see it continue, and where you have the true, I think the really good scholar athlete, where you have the facilities and the coaching and the program and exposure, that's where you're going to send your daughter or son.
Or son. All right, a jump shot rattles out. Ashley O'Donnell with a follow-up. Lamara Hinton takes a hard fall to the floor. All right, it's a jump ball. It'll be Upper Dublin's ball, out of bounds. Difficult game to referee, but they're doing a nice job.
Yeah, there hasn't been many whistles other than the fouls, and that you have to call.
All right, here's Annie Goffin, makes a great defensive play, and then she travels. Number 24 to inbound is Katie Hiff. Here's Borkowski, right corner. Beverly Gaines, Piquel. Nice play by number 20, Lauren Hughes. Nice play by number 20.
See, that's what they're still lacking, Joe. That indecisiveness on passes, the turnovers, the tip balls. They still need someone that's going to penetrate and take the pressure off Ashley and Tamisha and make the good passes. It's not just hustle and it's not just aggressiveness.
Right. Nice play by Piquel, and she's fouled by Lauren Hughes. Frustration foul.
Yeah, and she knew it. And I had another one of my former students, and she's a high achievement student. She's a gifted kid, very intelligent, very personal. She was another pleasure cruise in the classroom, Joe. She was an ace. She was another pleasure in the classroom. I'd like to see her perform better because she's a great kid.
All right, here's number 25, Sabrina Piquel. Looks to tie, narrows it to within one. Coach breathes a sigh of relief. They finally sunk a free throw. Ashley O'Donnell again with the rebound. Here come the Eagles. 54 seconds left to play in the third period. Lauren Hughes, left corner. Bang.
Hughes, 2.
Nice shot by Lauren Hughes. Quick release. Got the pass squared up and hit it. Here's Borkowski. Bingo.
We're staying. Here we are at the end of the third quarter, and it's still a 1-point game, Joe.
Absolutely. 26 seconds left to play. Here's Lauren Hughes. Throws the ball away.
See, that's the thing. You need the consistency. You just scored 2. You just gave up 2.
All right,
you
30.
need to be more consistent.
Excuse me. 31-30. 17 seconds left to play. Beverly Gaines over the timeline. Looks inside for Borkowski.
Going to get a call. Better move it.
Here's Tiff. Long shot. Ashley with the rebound. And that's the end of the third period. In a extremely tight, can't get any tighter than this, 31-30 Norristown lead. And it's going to be an interesting 8 minutes. The foul situation, Norristown already has 8. Upper Dublin has fouls to spare with 3.
Well,
You're the Cardinals coach, Bobby. What are you telling your people over there?
I think I want the ball in the hands of 1 or 2 players. The girl that's taking the 3-point shot, then it's made a couple, and I want it in Ciliberto's hands. That's a definite. I'm concerned about her inability to make foul shots. But I'm also saying to the team, look, we've got to look to go to the basket. The only one that I want to take the distance shot is the girl that's burying the 3s. Everyone else has got to go to the basket. Sooner or later, we're going to make some of these and give us the edge. On defense, you've got to continue to put the pressure on Ashley O'Donnell, deny her from getting the basketball, and make sure that Lauren doesn't get a good look at the basket. See, but you can say there's still a lot of other things. Lamara Hinton goes to the basket. There's enough for Upper Dublin to be concerned about defensively, to say, well, we have to do this, have to do this, have to do this, and Dara Webb's in, and Dara can hurt you. There's enough players out there to hurt you.
All right, here's Hinton to, Lauren Hughes to inbound. All right, she pops out. Nice pass inside. Nice play.
That's what you have to do. You have to keep working Ashley. Until they prove they can stop it, you go to it.
Nice play by Lauren Hughes. She made a nice pass at the other end. Now she steals the ball.
In the last 4 possessions, one way or another, she's had a field goal. Now here's what we go back to.
Right.
She's had 2 turnovers, but she's also had an assist. She's had a rebound or a block shot, right? Possession.
Yep.
But you give and take, and that's what she has to correct.
Here's Piquel, short with a jump shot. Annie Golphin with the rebound. To Dara Webb, back to Lamara Hinton. Upper Dublin in a 1-2-2 zone. Giving him that shot from the top of the key. Annie Golphin makes him pay.
That's a 3-pointer for Annie Golphin.
They gave her the shot.
That's really important for her. That's the family we were talking to
Yes.
At halftime. And I had her in class as well. She's a great kid. Great sense of humor, Joe. Personality, great sense of humor.
There's a steal by Ciliberto down the left side.
Would have traveled on that. Almost a travel.
Beverly Gaines blocked by Lauren Hughes. Follow-up by Borkowski. 36-32.
It seems that every time Norristown gets that edge, they do something to give it back. They block a shot and give up a layup off the block shot.
All right, Upper Dublin now in a man-to-man defense. They're out of that zone. They figure they can do that because they have fouls to take.
And they're concerned. Annie's buried at 3. Lauren Hughes has buried it. But The downside to this is they don't have the ball handler. You notice that everything on this offensively is perimeter passing.
Yes.
It's perimeter. Where's the penetration? That will pull them out of that so quick. One of the Norristown players goes to the basket.
All right, here's a timeout taken by the Eagles. 20-second timeout.
Now, if you're a Norristown coach, you have to be really positive. You know, you're not going with your top gun. You have a 36-32 lead. You just tell them, look, we've got to lay off the fouls. Let's play smarter basketball. Let's have fun with this the last 5 minutes. Okay? Just execute. Keep the ball in Ashley's hands. Good passes. Play defense. Simple.
Yep.
And the pressure's on Upper Dublin.
Yeah, they're down 4.
They know that this is a game that's winnable for them, but with Tamisha on the bench, it's winnable, but it's not going to happen.
All right, here's a full court zone press. Goffin stops, misses a short jump shot. Great play, great follow-up. Lauren Hughes, she's stepping up in the third and the fourth
That's
period.
6 possessions. She's had 3 scores or accounted for, but she's also turned it over.
Yep. There's a short with a jump shot. Draws a foul.
Now you notice on her shot, Joe, there's a little bit of technique. You notice on this girl's shots, every time she takes it, the ball has a rotation. Instead of it going vertical, it's going what we would call east to west. She's turning her hand to the inside. But most often that occurs when your offhand is on the ball too long and the ball's not sure whether you want it to shoot, you want to shoot it, or you want to hold it. And if you watch the left hand, you can see that she's on the ball an awful long time. And the ball's confused. I know it seems strange to say that, but the ball is not sure what you want it to do. When that shooting hand and the offhand are on it too long, you get a really weird rotation. She's flat and it's turning inside.
Burkowski goes for the steal. Upper Dublin increasing the defensive pressure. Stephanie Reedy on Annie Goffin. Pass inside.
That's Annie. She's got a hold.
Scramble.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ashley is down. Ashley O'Donnell is down. Oh my. Oh my. She took a hard fall.
My guess is, Joe, and it is guess it was ankle. I didn't see anything that would suggest anything else. I hope it's not knee.
Oh my.
She's a hurting pup, though.
Yeah.
She's a tough kid.
She's in some discomfort. Oh my. What's the trainer's name? Norristown trainer Dennis Flynn is out speaking to Ashley. Coach Jackson is out there, of course. There, she's up. She's up.
Looks like the chest, Joe, or she caught something in the throat, maybe an elbow in the throat.
Yeah. Ashley's a class act. Class act. Nice young lady. Good player. Plays hard.
You know, you're right, Joe. You don't see her give the officials a rough time.
No.
She doesn't, very rarely to hear her say anything that's negative. She's another one of my students, Joe, high achievement student.
Yeah.
Very good kid.
It looks like she, yeah, I think you're right, Bob. I think she caught a fist or an elbow in her upper chest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she'll be back.
Yeah. I hate to see that. Oh.
Yeah, she's a tough kid. I mean,
All right, here come the Cardinals. 38-33. Ashley O'Donnell on the bench. Siliberto with that spin move.
He's going to the training room. I'm surprised. He must have really taken a heck of a hit.
Yeah.
Well, there's enough players out on the court to step up for Norristown
Yeah.
and win this. And they have a 5-point lead with 4.5 to go. Oh for 6, Joe?
Yep.
Conklin entering the game for Dublin.
All right, Ashley O'Donnell is going into the training area. We'll try to give you an update. All right, here's Annie Golphin. Here's Lauren Hughes. Nice drive, nice drive. Lauren Hughes has picked it up. She's ratcheted up her game both offensively and defensively.
Lauren Hughes has been a difference for them this quarter.
Absolutely correct.
We're figuring, what, 5 points this quarter, I think, Joe? And an opportunity for more with still 4 minutes and 23 seconds left on the board.
Yep.
She has at least 5 and accounted for 1 assist to Ashley. At least 1 block and 2 rebounds.
Yep. Yeah, she's played a whale of a third period and into the fourth period. 38-33. Misses 2. Here's Siliberto. Guarded by Hughes. They put Lauren on their best offensive player. Hughes with that stare, that gunfighter stare. Nice shot. Number 24, Katie Hiff. 38-36. Here's to Hughes. To Hinton. To Webb. Looks to drive, does drive. Throws up a layup. Nice shot. Number 44 is Randall. 40-36. 3.5 minutes left to play. Burkowski. Tiff. No good on the shot. Burkowski with a reach in. That'll be Upper Dublin's 5th foul.
Right, still Upper Dublin's advantage, though, in a 2-shot situation. If they go to the basket and they can make the shots and make a couple layups.
Conklin re-entering the game for Upper Dublin, along with Newman.
All right, Upper Dublin and Amanda in a zone press, a 2-1-1-1 zone press. Eagles handle it well. Hinton sets up the offense. Dara Webb looks to drive. Ball knocked away, stolen by
She's
Burkowski.
turned it over a few times tonight,
Yes,
Joe.
she has. Here's Monica Newman. Burkowski travels.
Reedy re-entering the game for Upper Dublin.
All right, Stephanie Reedy. Threw it into the teeth of the defense, almost cost them.
Ooh, almost backcourt. I was tipped, I think. But it was close.
Nice drive, Lamara Hinton. 42-36, Norristown stretching it out. 6-point lead. There's a push, Dara Webb.
You don't want to do that, Dara. Jeez. It's a 2-shot foul and you stop the clock.
Foul number 11, her second. Colorado line shooting 2.
42-36, the Eagles.
Well, either team could have won or lost this on the foul line. The number of misses by Ashley and the number of misses by Silberto.
That is absolutely the story.
Either team could have won it on the foul line.
Yep, that's the story.
Or we'll lose it.
All right, she rolls in the second. 5-point Norristown lead. 2-possession game. Get the ball to Hughes, over to Hinton. They break the press. Flicked away by Silberto. They're on the weave. Annie Golphin looks to drive, does drive.
She walked.
Mad scramble underneath. Silberto comes loose with the ball. Drives down the right side, looks to drive. Nice play, bangs it off the glass. Draws a foul on number 33, Lamar Hinton, and a technical foul. Technical foul on number 44, Yarnell Randall. That means that Silberto will shoot 2. She'll shoot the technical, and Upper Dublin will get the ball.
That's correct. This could be. It's not going to be. And I say that, and I don't want to be pessimistic about it, but what it could be and what it will probably be are two different things. There's an opportunity to pick up potentially 5-6 points here.
That's correct. The technical foul was on Randall, who slammed the ball to the court right in front of the referee. The referee had no choice but to tee her up, and that's what he did.
Coach Jackson is addressing that with the player right now.
Now this is a golden opportunity for the Cardinals.
Coach is on the court too. That could be a technical. You can't be on the court unless you're beckoned on the court. He could have teed him right there.
All right, she misses 2 shots. Now Borkowski.
She's missed 9 for the game by my count.
This is Stephanie Borkowski trying to narrow the Eagles' 5-point lead, and does not. Eagles have dodged a big bullet so far. 3 shots, and Upper Dublin hasn't made one of them.
Scored them. 0 for 4. See, now, this is where I would disagree, Coachy. Yarnell had that technical, she'd be out.
Yes, I'm curious as to why she isn't out. That's right.
She would be out for the evening now.
Boy, bodies are falling like 10 pins.
Yeah, and that wasn't a real good, clean shot. It was throwing the ball up.
All right, here's a foul on number 30, Monica Newman.
I do not approve of the opposing coach, that is the Upper Dublin coach, yelling out, foul or foul. It's nothing like planting the seed that you want to get a 2-shot intentional foul. Everything for us when we coached was color-coded, blue or white. If I called out a certain color, that meant you had to foul. And you make it camouflage. You conceal it.
Right.
You don't say, I can't comprehend. Why would you yell out so the officials hear it? Foul. What's the logic of that?
You're going to draw an intentional foul, right?
Right. You don't do that. It's like telling the team, I'm going to shoot a layup now. That's what I'm doing next. Why would you do that?
Right. All right, here's Lamar Hinton. Could ice the game here. And does. I think Upper Dublin can start the bus. This game is over. Two nice shots. 44-37. He threw the ball away. Number 10 is Stephanie Reedy. Threw the ball away.
I can see the change. I'm not sure why he had her in the last minute and a half, because that was not his most productive lineup. She turned it over, and earlier, remember, she took shots.
Yes. Lauren Hughes. Nice steal by Monica Newman. Misses the layup. Misses another layup. All right, Hughes is fouled underneath.
Silberto missed that shot because she took a left-handed side shot with the right hand. It's a right-handed layup on the left side. Went up like a rocket. Left side, right side, right side. You need to learn to do those things. That opposite hand, Joe, is designed to protect the ball when you go up for the shot. So a left-handed shot, the off hand on the right side is designed to protect the ball. When you go up with the right hand, you're exposing the ball to the defensive player.
Right.
And you've decreased your shooting angle.
And lessened the possibility of drawing the foul.
That's right. I mean, but a lot of coaches either don't know it or don't insist on it. That's one of your fundamental drills that you're practicing day in and day out at the high school and JV level. Left-handed layups, right-handed layups, everything opposite.
All right, here comes Upper Dublin. Less than a minute left to play. Siliberto's played a whale of a game. Looks to drive. Gorkowski's tough underneath. Here's Dara Webb. Straight ahead to Annie Goffin. That's it.
I like that. I like what Dara did. She gave the ball up. Initially, I thought she might take it herself. She gave it to Annie. That was the right thing. Annie feels good about herself. Dara feels good on the pass. That's a great play.
Here's Siliberto with a drive. 47-39. They call a foul. 22 seconds left to play.
That was a nice play on Dara's part.
That was.
That's the kind of thing that I've been saying for a couple of weeks that I think Dara's capable of, but her inconsistency with possession of the ball.
And she did what a guard has to do. She, quote, looked up and saw the head man.
And Annie was out front. Annie has great wheels. She used it. That's a good feeling. It's a nice way to end the game.
Yes.
22.8 seconds left. 8-point lead.
And the Eagles have won this game without the services of Tamisha Johnson, who sat out by reason of a disciplinary action taken against her by the coach. And they've played a substantial part of the fourth quarter without their other go-to person, Ashley O'Donnell, who was injured midway through the fourth period and has yet to return. Nice steal by Siliberto. All right, here's a foul on Randall. Randall will shoot. 11 seconds left to play.
Randolph center line shooting 1-1.
All right, Randall will shoot 1-1. 11 seconds left to play. Norristown with a commanding 8-point lead. The score is a bit deceptive. It was a lot closer than that. Eagles can take some consolation in the fact that they did this. They won this. They had a gut check without Tamisha Johnson. The other players had to step up, and they did, especially Lauren Hughes. That's the game. That's the game.
There's two. Lauren Hughes stepped up without a question. I think she had 5 points, but the assists and rebounds and a couple steals. But Annie had 5 points in that quarter.
Yes, she did.
Had the 3 and she had the layup. Although the 2 at the end was not a differential, but the 3-point shot was important. And with Ashley out, I mean, that's big.
That's a big shot. A big shot. She took it and she made it. All right, that'll end it here from Norristown High School. Eagles come away with a hard-fought 8-point win, 47-39. They did it without Tamisha Johnson. As Bob indicated, Lauren Hughes stepped up. Annie Golphin stepped up, and of course Ashley O'Donnell did her usual workmanlike job, both offensively and defensively. Bob, any final
I
thoughts?
think there was a message sent, perhaps early in the game, something to the effect that with Hinton not starting, right, D'Andrea didn't play, Lauren Hughes, the lineup that he had was a lot of JV players. I saw the possibility of India Floyd emerging down the line with some teaching and coaching. She's going to be a nice asset at the point guard position. But I think there was a message that we're perhaps missing here, because some of those players didn't play, and those players who started didn't play the rest of the game.
Right.
So I'm not sure if it was related to the tournament and either play or performance, but I'm happy to see that. That if we're not playing to the level of expectation or potential, that you sit a little bit. And I'm happy to see that Tamisha sat. If indeed it was a disciplinary thing, and that's what we've been told, you need to send those kind of messages to players that coaches make the rules and you have to follow them, period.
Absolutely.
That's not a question mark or a comma, it's an exclamation point.
All right, Bobby, thanks. Again, it was a great pleasure working with you, listening to your insights, your comments, your observations. We're going to wrap it up here from Norristown High School. Again, the Eagles with a 47-39 win. For Bob Koch and for our other colleague, Tom McGee, this is Joe Hyland saying good night and good luck. Good luck.